evening and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. It's Friday night, it's football night. We're coming to you live from Brooksville, Florida, from Nature Coast High School for a big-time Hernando County rivalry game between the Springstead Eagles and the Nature Coast Sharks. I'm Will Wilkie. I'll be guiding you through the pregame show here tonight before we take it up to the booth for Abe and Dave on the call. But for now, we just want to welcome you to the broadcast. We had some storms in the area earlier on today. Unfortunately, we do have rain in the forecast later on, so we'll keep an eye on that, but hopefully it'll pass us by. Field conditions, though, it's a new turf field here at Nature Coast High School, and it looks beautiful tonight. And we're ready for an exciting ball game. But before we get things started, we're going to check in with the coaches for tonight's game. Coach Mike Garofano and Coach Robert Casimir for their keys to the night's ball game before we take it down to Derwin Gray for his pregame report. But for now, let's check in with the coaches' keys to the game.
Tonight's game with Nature Coast is always stopping Cromer, trying to hold him, contain him. It's hard to fully stop him. We did a good job of it last year. I don't know how many yards he had, but not many. If we do that same thing and minimize like the big plays, I know they have a quarterback that's got a big arm and some skill guys. Eliminate the big plays and just get after it on defense. We should be able to hold them in check. And offensively, their defense is always well coached, always in position, always in the right spot. So we got to stay away from negative plays, from turnovers, and methodically work the ball down the field, and we should be successful.
Tonight's game against Springstead, the first key is always to take care of the football because you got to win the turnover battle. Outside of that, I think we're gonna have to get after their quarterback. That's something that we're definitely hoping to do. Try to turn them into a one-dimensional team. I know they're trying to get the ball out in space, unlike the days of old. So we're gonna get after the quarterback, and we got some aggressive, powerful guys that can get that done. So that's a huge key. Offensively, we just need to be dynamic and find ways to get the ball to our athletes, and then score some points. And it's always a dogfight, so we're ready, and we'll take advantage of what we can get.
And again, that was head coach Michael Garofano from Springstead and head coach Robert Casimir from Nature Coast giving us their pregame keys to tonight's ball game. And now let's take it down to the field to check in with Derwin Gray for his pregame report. Derwin?
Thanks, Will. I'm super excited to watch these two teams face off. Springstead and Nature Coast battle all the night. I watch those guys actually pregame warm up, and those guys got really after it this morning. So I'm super excited to see these two teams taking on. But I do have two players I do want to highlight. Jaden James. Jaden James is a good linebacker, a guy that's very physical, a guy that's ready to get out there in the backfield. He has good eyes, good patience when he's definitely sees the ball in the backfield. Also, I want to highlight Jackson Hoy, a good quarterback for Nature Coast. He's been leading the guys all year long, man, with his arms, his feet, man, his vision, his patience. So I'm super excited to see those two guys battle it off today. Back, Will.
Lowdown on two top players for each squad tonight. As we get things ready, as the Sharks take the field, they're going to be coming out of the tunnel in just a moment, and we'll have the captain's toss in midfield. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to toss it up to the booth for Abe and Dave for their pregame report. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
So we're back at Nature Coast High School getting ready for the kickoff. If you're new to the Gulf Coast Sports Network, we are a registered 501c3 nonprofit media company bringing these games to you live for free all over the northern Tampa Bay region. We do appreciate your viewership and your support. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please do so. It's free for you, but it helps us out tremendously. Also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at GCSN Broadcast. We'll have the highlights from tonight's ball game posted later on, as well as our Glory Days player of the game featured there as well. We also have other special features that you don't want to miss, a lot of great content. So go ahead, give us a follow at Facebook and Twitter. We have the teams lining up, getting ready to go, and we're getting ready to go up in the booth with Abe and Dave. Take it away, boys.
Thank you, Will, and welcome, viewers. We have a crosstown rivalry in store for you tonight as the visiting Springstead Eagles make the 6 miles commute to the Shark Tank to tackle the Nature Coast Sharks.
That's right, Abe. These players have grown up playing with and against one another since grade school. This rivalry has a big brother, little brother feel. Nature Coast, the big brother, has won 6 of the last 8 meetings, and in some of those cases, bullied the little brother. But eventually the little brother grows up, and Springstead has done just that, winning 2 out of the last 4 games, including last season's 28-0 thrashing.
Most brothers know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and these teams know one another better than any other team they will face all season. In fact, several players have recently transferred from each school to go to the other. And that's why we expect to have such a battle here tonight.
Yes, Abe. These teams are very familiar. You see, the Sharks come in here smoking hot after a strong start to the season. Quarterback Jackson Hoyt has led his team with his arm and legs, averaging over 25 yards per game, while Christian Cromer has found the end zone 6 times already this young season.
The Sharks also doing it on defense. They have the top 3 tacklers in the District 25 with Aiden Orton, Chance Bolin, and Aiden Cespedes, combining for 59 tackles respectfully.
That's a lot of tackles between 3 players, Abe. But Springstead also has a strong defense with great linebacker play, like as Doran just told us. Jaden James and Dalton Williams and the Eagles have already forced 5 turnovers this season.
The trick tonight for the Eagles will be getting the junior Connor Macazio going. The standout running back is the heartbeat of this offense.
Abe, last season, this was the game to watch. It was the defining moment for the Eagles, who went on and had a magical season with just 1 regular season loss. What do you think about tonight's game? What will it entail?
This should be one of the best games we see all season. It's just like you mentioned earlier. They are familiar with one another. Bragging rights are on the line. Nature Coast stands are packed in neon colors, and the Eagles didn't have far to travel. It's going to get loud, crazy, intense, and Gulf Coast Sports Network get to bring it to you live.
All right, Abe. And the coin toss is about to ensue. You can see Big Chase Murray right now, number 74, our senior spotlight. He's swaying back and forth. Back and forth. Most football players will do this when they're anxious, excited, because right now it's the calm before the storm, and the storm's coming tonight.
Well, you also got to realize these are seniors. Mm-hmm. This will be the last time that they face one another, and the last time you mentioned that Springstead won 28-0 when they were home. So the Sharks want to look at redemption tonight.
That's right, Abe. Last time they were here, the Sharks won. They travel away, they lose. Now it's back home. So these seniors want to win, as do the Eagles.
You know, I see it's getting packed. I see the line out there on California Street still trying to get into the game. Hopefully everybody tuning in to Gulf Coast Sports Networks. Subscribe, send us some likes. Get ready for a Friday night football right here with Gulf Coast Sports Network. We love bringing it to you live and in color.
Yeah, it is in color tonight. You can see the players in neon, the student bodies in neon. I mean, like you said, there's cars trying to get into this game. This is the game to watch.
So normally we have a senior spotlight in each and every game we go to. So who's tonight's senior spotlight?
Yeah, check out that crowd is going to be a lot fuller here in just a little bit because they're all coming in. But our senior spotlight's Chase Murray, the big center. He's a 3-year starter. You know, there's videos of him on Twitter. doing 275 pounds in power cleans and a 500-pound squat, and just a big, strong guy who loves football.
So what you're saying is we need to watch the trenches tonight for
Oh
this
yeah,
Nature Coast Sharks team.
absolutely. And you can see number 55 coming across. That's Trenton Hayes. He was one of those transfers we spoke about earlier, and he was one of those offensive linemen. And now he's leading the other team into this big rivalry.
So it will be a battle in the trenches just to see, rivalry at its fullest with teams that have switched teams within the season.
Yeah. There's several. I think 6, 7, maybe even 8 kids. But at the end of the day, the jersey you have on tonight is the only jersey that matters for those players, and they're trying to do the best they can for the team they're on.
Well, tonight should be a great matchup. I'm sure both coaches have done their homework on both teams, and got a great matchup ahead. They have their game plan, but a lot of times when you have games like this and they're intense, you got emotions, you got everything building up in the game, you got the crowd, who will rise to the occasion?
Well, I saw the coaches jumping around before the game. I mean, it's not just the players that are excited; it's the coaches, it's the student bodies. I mean, it's a great community event right now, getting ready to kick off.
Now, last year when Nature Coast faced Springstead, they were up under a different leadership. So, who's the coach of the Sharks now?
The Sharks coach is Coach Kaz, and he's very excited to be here. He spoke with Gulf Coast Sports Network earlier this summer at the media day, and he believes in these players, and they're 2-0 right now.
And right now he's 2-0. That's a great way to start his season out.
Well, and Springstead played a game on Monday this week because of the storm that came in, and their opponent lived a little closer to the storm, so they pushed the game back. So they've had a little less rest, about 72 hours less, Abe.
All right. Well, it seems like Nature Coast will be receiving the ball tonight.
Please raise, gentlemen, remove your caps as we stand for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, Abe. Always great to get a moment with the national anthem. But what did you see the coin toss?
Saw the coin toss, and the Sharks will be receiving.
Okay. So we get to see Jackson Hoyt, Christian Cromer. We get to see the offensive line that we were talking about earlier for the Nature Coast Sharks. But also we get to see the defense for the Springstead Eagles and those linebackers that fly really hard at the ball and already have 5 turnovers.
Let's make some noise.
Well, everything they worked up for this year, all spring, all summer, and now it's down to tonight's game, 4 quarters, and who will walk away with bragging rights for tonight.
That's right, Abe. I can't wait for this kickoff to ensue. You got the coaches getting everybody excited, trying to make sure they have 11 guys ready to go. I mean, these are the moments these young men will remember.
And remember, these the seniors' last time facing this team on both sides. So the excitement has got to be in the air.
You can see the student body getting ready to go, and they're still coming in. I mean, we see 65 cars right in front of us still trying to get into the stadium, but they're going to catch the first quarter under wraps.
Unless they tune in to Gulf Coast Sports Network while they're riding
That's
in
right.
and coming in.
That's one of the best reasons why we love being able to bring this to people who can't make it, or people from out of town or out of state to watch a little Florida football.
So, Dave, who do we have back deep for the Sharks?
Well, it might be Rodriguez, Carlos Rodriguez, number 3. He returned to kicks last week, and it might be Cassius. I think that's Cassius Williams also back there.
Looks like number 10, Raul McDonald, will be doing the kicking for the Eagles.
Oh, it's short. It's not live. Oh, he touched it, though. So it has to go 10 yards. Did not do that. But if you touch it, that makes it eligible. So they're going to sort this out. It's still Nature Coast ball. They must have covered it. And that's some pretty good field coverage. That's some pretty good fielding to start with on this first series for the Sharks.
So sometimes you wonder what's the strategy in regards to that, or maybe they had a deep threat and they didn't want to kick the ball back there and rather just put it there. But what he's trying to do is say right now, Springstead is putting the game in their defense hands.
Yeah, they might be afraid of the speed that, usually you have your fastest kids back deep. Sometimes you just want to start off with a turnover, get some extra momentum.
It looked like the Sharks going to start out in that stack formation with Cromer deep back.
Yeah, the direct snap to Cromer should be incoming.
Deep snap, he runs to the left, and he's wrapped up, looked like led by number 22. That's going to be Jackson Nichols that led that, followed by number 5, Jacob James.
Yeah, Jaden James, number 5, we spoke about. He was in on that tackle as well. Cromer only went for 1 on that, and it was a backside pressure that seemed to get there, like you mentioned. Looks like they're going to stay in this formation.
They're going to shift it back to the right side, still stacked in the back. Cromer still deep back for this direct snap. He takes it directly up the middle. Picks up about 4 yards.
Still a big back, hard to bring down. Those are some hard yards to get. But it is going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That tackle was led by number 73, Nicholas Diaz, who was down on the bottom of the pile. Was able to go ahead and grab on the Cromer and get him down as the other Eagles assisted. It's 3rd down and about 5 yards to go. Direct snap to Cromer. He goes to the right side of the line. And he's immediately brought down after picking up about 2 yards on the carry.
Well, it's going to be 4th and 2. And two out of the 3 runs have given them the 2 yards that they would need. But they are not backing down right here. A lot of people in that 4-yard window.
They're still in that formation straight up the middle. It looks like Cromer was able to pick up the first down. So looking at that, we're going to call that the bulldozer formation. I believe my counterpart Smith was calling that the bulldozer formation. So we'll go ahead and leave it as Nature Coast bulldozer formation because he was able to bulldoze his way to get that first down.
He definitely did. It took him all 4 downs, which that's something about that Springstead defense because they have numbers in this formation. But Cromer's moving that pile, keeping his legs moving. The refs are going to stop him right there. But that was the biggest run of the night. 7 yards, 6 yards.
Football is all about moving the chains. And right now, the Sharks have found something that's working for them in that bulldozer formation. Direct snap to Cromer. He goes right to the right side again, looking for a seam. Picks up about 4 yards on the carry for another Shark first down.
Yeah, 6 straight carries, two first downs. Of course, they might be marking him short here. They're going to measure.
No, he said go. It's first down.
Okay, perfect. 2 first downs like I was saying. Oh, they got Cromer coming off.
Direct snap to number 12. He shoots around the outside on the right side.
That's Connor Riggins, the senior running back.
Great carry.
So he's a pretty quick fella. Was able to get another six and a half on that.
Looks like it's 2nd and 4. Still in that bulldozer formation. Direct snap to number 12 again.
Direct snap for the Sharks.
Looks like he picked up about 2 yards. 2 yards on that carry.
So it's going to be 3rd and short here. And Cromer's going to come back on the field.
3rd down.
High five by his buddy Riggins on the way out.
Looks like Cromer's back in the game. Still in that bulldozer formation. Direct snap to Cromer.
Oh, he's met at the line.
He met at the line. It might be close. There might be a measurement needed. Looked like he picked up a yard.
I think he's going to be just a bit short. But
4th down.
no doubt Kaz is going to go for it here.
If the bulldozer is
In
working,
the first quarter.
you continue to bulldoze.
Oh, they're blitzing. They're bringing the house.
Direct snap again. Looks like he picked up the 1st down.
Straight up the middle.
Straight ahead movement. Ball forward. It's really hard to get Cromer behind the line of scrimmage.
So it seems like Coach Kaz is coming in tonight. He found that bulldozer formation working early for him with Cromer in the direct snap. Then they added Connor inside there, Connor Riggins, and now it's working to just move the chains.
Moving the chains.
Another direct snap. Cromer goes up for about 4 yards.
Cromer with the carry.
I mean, 3 yards a carry will get you the 1st down.
I see a helmet off. I think he has to sit out one play, not sure.
We got
Got a
Riggins
stop
coming
for
back
the
in.
Sharks, number 12.
And they're going to stay with that formation, just switching it to the left side of the field.
And this is hurry up offense. It's trying to get to the edge. Oh, he got to it.
But he was met quickly by number 12 of the Eagles.
Check out the Care 1 instant replay. He's just trying his best to get there. Good block right there, but they take him all the way to the sideline.
If we have one of our viewers that know who number 12 is for the Eagles, if you can go ahead and send it to us in chat, we'll greatly appreciate it because we like to recognize these guys when they do excellent things on the field.
Oh, they got him with some guys not getting off the field on defense, some late substitution. That's a big play on 3rd and long.
It was waving offset.
Oh, they called timeout. And we will take a timeout as well. Looks like 36. Oh, they didn't get him. Oh, they did get him. No snap, no play is a great way to slow down an aggressive defense. And if you're blitzing everybody, so only takes one person to come across that line of scrimmage. That's what give him 5 yards on 3rd and 6.
And in games like this, penalties can cost you a game. You know, it's good they're coming early, but down the line, penalties can affect the ball game. Direct snap to Cromer. He bulldozed his way forward. Looks like he picks up the 1st down.
You know, that's not an easy task for the offensive line for the Sharks because it's the D line that's coming. It's the linebackers that's blitzing. The safeties are lining up inside the 5-yard lines there. I mean, it's a lot of people, a lot of bodies.
Not only are the Sharks moving the chain another direction out to Cromer, he bulldozed his way
Looks like he's
forward.
in.
I don't know if he's got it.
Looks like he's in.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Oh,
So not only were they bulldozing their way down the field, but they also was eating up quite a bit of clock.
Yeah, let's check out the Care 1 instant replay. What he does here is he gets to the middle of his offensive lineman and puts his hand on their back and falls forward into the end zone. That's his 7th touchdown on this season.
And like we said, this game is going to be won and lost in those trenches. And right now, the Sharks has the trenches winning right now.
Yeah, buddy. They are, like you said, eating up some yards and eating up some clock. It looks like they're going for.
They did not get it. Looked like they were going for 2. Tried to pound it again with Cromer.
All right, so that would bring 6-0. Now, one thing we do know is that Springstead does have a very good kicker in Maldonado, who's 7 for 7 and perfect on the season right now. A friendly reminder for our local viewers, the PDQ in Brooksville, 25% off your order from now until close. And they are going to be sponsoring our trivia question tonight, which you'll find out in the 3rd quarter. We'll ask you a question. The first one to answer it in our chat room will receive a free PDQ meal.
Well, we're set for the kickoff. Looked like we got deep for the Eagles. Number 4, Connor Macazio, and number 2, Tyrese Davis.
2 speedsters, Abe. 2 very, very fast fellas. Now, an out-of-bounds kick is different than a punt out of bounds. So Springstead can elect to let him free kick or take a favorable spot. Appears they're going to take the favorable spot.
Well, here's the Eagles' first chance on offense tonight with 6 minutes, 51 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. Eagles come out with twins left, 2 backs in the back, and a single receiver to the right side of the field.
Ready for defense.
Looks like Casey Cortman is taking the first snap.
Quick pass to number 2, Tyree Davis. He picks up a first down for the Eagles.
That was a simple fake handoff. Check out the replay here from Care 1. It's just a fake and a quick slant right to Tyree. They couldn't get the ball to him on the kickoff, but they find him there open in the middle for the quick slant. First completion of the game. First pass attempt of the game.
Quick handoff to number 4. Picks up about 6 yards on the carry. That's going to be Connor Macazio.
And you mentioned at the beginning of the game, that's the heartbeat of the offense, and that's the guy that got to get going. And he shows the explosiveness. So they fake it to him on first down. They give it to him on the next first down.
Looks like number 7, Casey Cortman, is the field general for the Eagles. We got motion right. Quick string pass. Caught by number 4, Macazio, and he's brought down short of the first down. Looks like he picked up about 4 yards on the carry.
That was a really good. Check out this replay. Really good balance. And he makes the first guy miss right here. Good balance. First guy, and he gets it back up for a few yards, but good catch. Looks like we got a timeout on the field for the referee. Water break, I believe. We'll take one as well.
I just want to say.
All right, Springstead's offense looking sharp here, but it's 3rd and short.
Looks like they set up with twins to the left. Quick handoff to number 4.
Seems like he's a little
He
short.
picked up a yard.
Well, that was Tyree Davis under center there, so they had a quick quarterback change in the short
Very close.
yardage
Down,
formation.
but 4th.
I think they're going to measure this. It does look like it's very close.
I believe they're going to bring the chains out here.
So the Eagles come out tonight trying to mix it up a little bit. A little run, a little pass, trying to keep the defense off balance. What's your take on this first half of this game right now?
Well, each team has had the ball once, and Nature Coast decided to just pound it all the way down. And now the Eagles are pounding it and throwing it. But I'm sure they're going to go for this. You think it's a quarterback sneak? It's only a foot. 4th and a foot. Ball forward.
Me, I would see what kind of discipline Nature Coast has right now.
Just no snap, no play.
Let
They'll
them
come
jump
across.
outside.
Hard count.
I let him do a hard count.
Does look like Nature Coast has the center covered up.
Tyrese Davis understands, and he takes it forward. Looks like they got a first down and more.
Right up the middle.
Yeah, that quarterback sneak is tough to stop. Check it out. This is Tyree Davis coming in under center, and he's just going to take it and follow. And you notice the tailback in the back run right up to Tyree Davis and push him forward.
Which gives the Eagles a first down.
Casey Cortman back in.
Let's let it go. Tyree is still up under center. Davis take the ball, hands off the number, keeps it himself.
An option play by the Eagles.
So it looked like a handoff, but he did end up pulling it.
He pulled it. Picked up about 6 yards on the carry.
And that's what I foresee Tyree Davis coming in as the quarterback for the fake. I would call that the veer, where they just reading the defense. If he's there, keep it, and if he's not there, give it. 2nd and 5, Abe.
Davis still under. Quick handoff.
Man, there's a lot of people on that for the Sharks coming in.
Looked like he picked up about 2 yards on the carry.
Cespedes might have been the first one on that tackle.
3rd down.
Back to 3rd down, Abe. 3rd and 2.
Like we said in the beginning, this game is going to be won and lost in those trenches.
Quarterback keep.
Tyree keeps the ball. Looks like the Sharks was able to wrap him up. It was led by number 51, Devontae Waddy.
Yeah, check out the Care One replay here. You're going to see Waddy come in right there. Now, if he could just keep going, he might have it, but Waddy forced him out, and Chance Bolin finished him off. But it's still 4th down and manageable. It does look like Cortman is the quarterback here.
Shotgun formation.
Oh. Yeah, the defensive end went with Macazio on that,
Back on offense.
which will bring up first down for the Sharks. A big defensive stand.
They had great momentum going forward till the Sharks defense finally stood up and was able to get that big yard loss.
Yeah,
when
that
Tyrese
tackle for
tried to come
loss.
around.
That tackle for loss was big for their defense. And now they have a little bit of momentum. But it looks like we have Hoyt making his first appearance in the game.
Sharks come out in a 4 wide set, motion right.
Oh, that was just a fake. That was a fake to Cassius Williams on the jet, and quarterback Hoyt kept it, went up the middle for a no gain. Hoyt does currently lead the team with 102 yards per game, where Cromer's at 99. So they're very, very close in that.
Is this the first time we're seeing him tonight?
Yeah, it's his first snap, and it's the first time they're out of that bulldozer formation.
The Sharks come back in a 4 wide set, motion right. Quarterback keeps it, finds some room, picks up about 20 yards on the carry.
You know, Abe, that was the same exact play. Check it out. You're just going to see the jet motion, fake, and he gets right behind Big Bad Cromer, and he gets as close to Cromer as he can, and he shows off his own wheels for a big first down for the Sharks.
Which not only gives them momentum, but it also moves the chains.
Back to Dozer.
The rake snap to Cromer. He bulldozed his way forward, and he's still moving. Looks like he picked up a first down.
Yeah, big tackle by the safety, Tyree Davis. We do have a little bit of extracurricular activity. But here he is. They catch him off guard. They didn't see the Hoyt leave, and he just follows his leaders right up the middle. But it looks like they're going to get some extra yards here. I tell you, the rivalry games are so important, but this is what happens. A little extracurricular activity after the whistle, and now you get an extra 15 yards put onto the end of this run.
So right now, looking at the trenches, Nature Coast is actually moving these guys forward. So they're winning the trenches right now early in the first quarter.
And they got some extra energy over here. And that's home field advantage, even though it's not far away. But they're staying in the dozer formation, Abe. Right up the middle.
Looked like he picked up about 5 yards on that.
You know, he's 245 pounds. He gets the ball. He has an extra blocker, and he knows how to run with vision. It's not an easy assignment for the Eagles.
On their line, the Sharks have number 52, Emmanuel Cardoza.
Staying on his feet. Look at that balance. Look at the balance by the big fella. He's going to come get a quick drink, I think. Let's check it out on the replay here from Care 1. He just takes a snap, but he's going to be contacted right there. He keeps it, and then drives. But look at Big 78 finishing it off for the Sharks. Good job, offensive lineman. That's
Who is
Bryce
number
Duvall.
Bryce Duvall.
Second down.
All right, looks like we got a second down. The stands are getting a little excited. Looks like the Eagles were trying to punch out the ball there. Still in dozer formation, Abe.
Number 12 takes to the right, try to find some speed coming around that outside. He got about 5 yards before he met by a host of Eagles.
Number 1, Derek Chirella had contained on that. He was able to get the running back to turn inside to his help. but it will bring up third down. Let's take a break ourselves, fellas.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
All right, the Sharks are lined up and ready to snap this ball as soon as the white hat will let them.
They're in that bulldozer formation.
We are in the beginning of the second quarter.
The rake snap to Cromer. He pushes his way through. He's still on his feet, and it looks like he's down at about 2-yard line.
He does such a good job of keeping his body low. He's a 6 foot tall running back, but he runs low behind his pads. He's able to keep his balance, but it does bring up 4th and 1. Who do you think is getting the ball, Abe?
Well, we've already been in this bulldozer formation. And the Sharks are truly winning in the trenches right now.
Fourth down.
Let's take a quick break.
For the past 5 years, I haven't ran because
measuring.
I just believed that my body was on the decline.
I didn't know they were
that the
measuring
pain that I was experiencing was not tolerable enough for me to go out and run. And the day that he adjusted me, I felt that relief, and I felt like I could actually put on my cleats again.
All right, we're back. We got a third measurement of the first half, and the Sharks are going to be about 18 inches short of the first down. I think they're 18 inches short of the first down and 2 yards away from the end zone. Maybe 3. The Eagles do have some of their big, strong defensive linemen in. I'm sure they're going to cover each of the offensive linemen on this. We call that a goal line defense. Fourth and 18 inches.
Fourth and 1. Sharks. Ready for the
Looks
snap.
like the coach still talking about that play when they were trying to punch the ball out of the player's hands.
He's reminding the White Hats just reminding everybody to stay behind the 30-yard line there, 20-yard line.
Bulldozer formation.
Oh, they try to get him to jump. Try to get him to jump.
All over the field.
It didn't happen. And that's going to back him up another 5, so it's going to be 4th and
Flag on the Sharks.
6. They might be bringing in Hoyt on this one, but nope. They're going to keep Cromer in. They did bring in a couple more offensive linemen. Number 69, Ben Harper, coming in. Oh, they might be going to kick this. It does look like they are going to kick for the 3. That's Jacob Florkowski on the kick.
Puts it up.
It's no good.
No good.
So the Eagles defense was able to hold, which gives us a 6-0 ball game. Sharks up with 11 minutes, 19 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Springstead Eagles 0.
Let's take a quick break, Abe.
And your Nature Coast Sharks 6.
Ooh.
Handoff up the middle for the Eagles.
That'll be a first down carry by Connor Macasio for the Eagles.
First down.
Macasio came through the middle of that with a purpose.
Well, we talked about him being the heartbeat. He's trying to get this team fired up and get some momentum back. A score will tie things. An extra point will give them the lead.
Looked like it's a flag on the play. The referee's trying to back Springstead's sideline up. Might be a sideline flag.
Ref gives a sideline warning.
Oh, that's just a warning. Just a warning. But it is first down.
Like Casey Cortman in at quarterback. Cortman keeps it.
The quarterback keeps it.
Takes it up the field. Picks up about 6 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Casey took a big hit right up the middle, about the 7 yards into his run. And sometimes coaches don't like their quarterbacks to run because if they get a big hit like that, it's harder to throw the ball. But Casey seems to be a tough young man. We'll see if Coach unleashes his arm this
And sometimes that can ignite your offense as well and get you guys motivated and moving because your quarterback just took a hit for the team.
Yeah, he's fighting for everything.
Cortman drops back, puts the ball in the air.
Balls in the air.
Oh,
The ball was intended for number 12, but he was unable to bring it in.
DP for the Sharks.
a good defensive coverage for the secondary for the Sharks. Casey Corbin saw it right away. He liked it, tossed it up, but it was played very well. This will bring up third. It's a big third down because it's not 4-down territory right now.
Third down.
But it's third and makeable. It's not like they're in a bad
Absolutely.
position. They're in a makeable situation. Twins to the right, single receiver left. Cortman takes the snap, hands off to number 4, picks up the first down.
Yeah. That's a shoestring tackle by the defense.
First down, Eagles.
And they're trying to get Macasio ready, and he's hitting the holes very hard. And he also got him another first down.
Well, that first down they gave it to him. They were positive 6 or 7 yards, and they went away. Now fourth down, they bring him back. Maybe they'll give him a little more.
And that goes back to saying when you say he is the heartbeat of this offense, and they got to get him going early. Another handoff to him. He's trying to get to the right side of the field, and he was met immediately.
All over that. Number 5 with the tackle.
And that was a great defensive tackle on a very good running back. Hit him low.
And the tackle was made by number 5, Jackson Hoyt. So you got the quarterback playing both sides of the field.
The second down here. Oh, it looks like they're coming. Good catch. Good catch and a great tackle right after. That's going to be...
That was a nice catch by number 1, Derek Chiarella.
Check out the quarterback. He just looks right, sees it right over the defense. But great pursuit by the Sharks defense. Good catch, good tackle. But it is 3rd and 11. Now Casey likes number 12 down here. He's gone to him twice in similar downs.
Casey rolls, overthrows number 1, which will bring up 4th down for the Eagles.
4th down.
Dave, I must say it is getting very packed here at the Shark Tank. Like we say, this is a rival game, 6 miles in between the two. And you have the sideline, you have the student body and all their neon getting packed over here on Nature Coast side.
Yeah, but if you look across, there's some neon on the other sideline too.
And you got the red.
Yeah. Yeah. We got everybody in town at this game.
The ball's away.
Yeah, the punter had a hard time with the snap, but was able to pick it up and get rid of it. No return. It'll be 1st down for the Sharks, and we'll be eager to see if Hoyt comes in or if they're going to try to continue this hurry-up offense with the ground and pound and the dozer formation.
So what is it they can get at PDQ?
We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials. Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us.
So, Dave, what is it that they can get to PDQ before they close tonight?
Well, they can get 25% off tonight till they close. But if they can answer our trivia question in the chat room, they can get a free meal if they're the first ones to answer.
And when would this trivia question go on?
Just after halftime. So we'll read it early 3rd quarter. Go. Oh, that was a hitch. That was a hitch to the receiver. Check this out. Quarterback's going to break the pocket right here. It's just an easy hitch. Oh, now he's going. Quarterback throws it and just overthrows him.
It's going to bring up 2nd down for the Sharks. Once again, we'd like to thank each and every one of you tuning in Gulf Coast Sports Network. Make sure you subscribe, send us some likes, tell a friend, a family member. Sharks with emotion. Quarterback keeps. Looks like he picks up about 2 yards on the carry.
A gain of a couple for the Sharks. 3rd down.
Just a little misdirection here with the Jake Fett quarterback keep.
So, Dave, who's our senior spotlight tonight?
Our senior spotlight is going to be Chase Murray for the Sharks, number 74, 3rd-year starter for the Sharks. He plays center and he plays defensive line, but eats, breathes, and loves football. He does want to play at the next level. I believe he will play at the next level. Excited to see where he goes in the coming months. Looked like a screen. Just looked like a screen right there because the quarterback kept losing ground. But the Eagles might have sniffed that out. He just kind of threw it away. But it will bring up 4th down. Probably the best series we've seen for the Eagles defense.
4th down.
And the Eagles defense is doing well. And what stopped the Sharks from going down and scoring another one was discipline. When they were trying to get, the Eagles to jump, the Sharks actually jumped, which backed them up, which took them, out of the end zone area, which they tried to go for a field goal and they missed.
Yeah, left some points on the board. It looks like that's a nice high punt. Oh, it's going to take a sharp bounce. I'm not sure if that's Gagne who kicked it or if that's Florkowski, because I know they have a couple guys.
All the way down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's going to be Florkowski who kicked that. Man, that's a great Sharks bounce. I'm sure the Eagles wish they would have fair caught that, but that, like as I said last week, catching a punt is one of the hardest things to do, especially if there's people coming around you. But it'll be first down for the Eagles. They got plenty of time.
And they're trying to find out what's working and what's not. You know, they're sending in these different personnel and different packages. So far, we've seen Davis under center. We've seen Cortman under center. Quick handoff to number 4. He takes around the right side. He got a little room. He got a first down. He's still moving down the field. He makes a cut, and he's taking it for a foot race. We have him at the 20, the 10, and he's in the end zone for the Eagles. That's number 4, Connor Macazio.
Wow. I can't wait for you to see this replay. He runs with his eyes. It's all vision, it's all patience, and it's a lot of burst. You're going to catch the end of that where he just gets into the track meet, but he set those up with his blockers. He cut when he needed to. Great run. And we have a tie ball game, Abe.
With 6 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This is a game you can't go to sleep on. You don't want to go to a commercial break because you may miss something. And great job by our camera crew able to catch up with that young man as he was dashing down the field.
They're going to try to get Maldonado his first kick of the night. I did see a flag come up. Looks like he might have just dropped it. Just fell out of his pocket. Looks like Cortman's going to be the holder, quarterback.
Ball's up, and it is good.
And the lead for the Eagles, Abe. And this awesome game we have. And that's what rivals are for. Back and forth.
You know, you called it earlier when you said, you know, the Eagles have to get number 4 involved and get him started early. And we've seen where the Eagles were going back and forth with trying to establish what they wanted to do to move the ball. And they had a couple of nice drives, but they got stalemated. Then they came back to number 4, gave him the ball. He was able to find the outside lane, got some blocks, got a few cuts, and he took it the distance with his leg work.
Yeah, and he's telling Coach Garofano that he's ready to work for hire. He wants the ball as much as he can tonight.
So now the challenge is in the Sharks' hand because can they respond? How will they respond?
We're about to find out with this kickoff. I believe Carlos Rodriguez is back deep. And Cassius Williams. Pooch kick. Oh. Fielded very cleanly. No fair catch. A lot of times you'll have kids do the fair catch so they don't get hit. But he caught it clean, and it'll be great field position with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this half. But I see a little chippiness going back and forth between the teams as they get up. A little bit of talk. That's something you expect in these rivalry games. But it is going to be first down for the Sharks. And it looks like, I see Cromer. I'm looking for Hoyt. There's Hoyt. Hoyt is in. They got that bunch set. They like to do the screen in this set. Haven't seen the screen yet tonight.
Shotgun formation.
There it is. Oh.
The ball is still live.
The live. It was a backwards pass. Great play by the receiver to get up. That's Cassius Williams to get up and recover that ball right away.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. They were able to get 1 yard on that play.
And Dalton Williams.
Single receiver to the left side of the field.
Dalton Williams for the Eagles looked like he was going to try to stick that out early. He's got some room on the left.
He got a man up in the air, got a man deep. It looked like flags were thrown on the play.
He did make an adjustment to come back to the ball, and the referee saw some contact. Dropped that flag. Let's take another peek from the Care 1 instant replay. The ball was up, and he did get there just a moment early. He did. But it's, as a wide receiver, you want to catch those tough contested balls, but that was a long throw from Hoyt.
Flag on the Eagles.
Great angle from our sideline crew, being able to catch that view for our viewers as the referee's walking it off, and the automatic first down.
First down, Sharks.
They're over the 50, trying to answer the last score. Hoyt looked like he could have ran that.
He looked like he had a little room, but you know what? He had a man wide open as well.
Yeah. Let's take a break.
Certainly, I'm an avid golfer. Been, golf usually weekly. Play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do, and Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
Man, Abe, looking at that PDQ commercial makes me hungry.
What is it they can get tonight if they make it before they close?
They get 25% off.
Hoyt keeps it up the middle, picks up about 6 yards, still bulldozing his way forward.
Gain it for about 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, that was a great run by the quarterback, who averages over 100 yards on the ground.
Clock still running, 5 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Eagles lead 7-6.
Hey, don't forget, at the conclusion of the game, we will have a Glory Days player of the game.
And what will this player receive?
Well, they're going to get a Glory Days gift card, and they're going to get a T-shirt from GCSN Sports Network.
Nice. 4 wide set for the Sharks. Look like delay a game on the Sharks.
Delay a game on the Sharks.
He's going to back him up 5 yards. Going to back him up 5 yards. Second and very long 9.
Hoyt drops back. He rolls to the right.
Ooh, tough throw for the quarterback. Rolling to the right, throwing it to receiver running inwards. Looks like Jonathan Edney on that pass attempt. But you're going to see Hoyt, he's just going to roll down. Does a great job keeping his eyes downfield. Squares his shoulders. Just unable to connect. It'll be third and long 9.
Looks like they're putting that trip set to the left side of the field. Toss to Cromer.
Oh! Wow. That was a double. He was going to throw that ball one way or another. We're going to check this Care One replay. He gets the ball. He looks, he got a screen. He's got a guy ready to go. But the Eagles defense sniffs that out. Number 1, not Avian Jackson, but that's
Derek Chiarella.
That's the second time we've called his name tonight. Big interception. Now that's big for the Eagles, Abe.
Well, that was a play that looked like you should have went ahead and took that sack of that loss, because now what's happened is you have shifted that momentum, to the Eagles right now and gave them great field position.
And plenty of time to go 35 yards. Plenty of time. So now you're going to have your defense step up if you are the Sharks.
Hand off to number 3, and he's met.
Yeah, that's PJ Class. He's a big running back for the Eagles, and they just trying to get him right up the gut. But he did get bent backwards a little goofy, and I think he might still be down on the ground.
We do have an Eagles player down.
Yeah, we hope he's okay. We're going to take a commercial break as they tend to our buddy over there. All right, well, PJ Class jogged off on his own power. Happy to see that. But it is still 2nd and 9. That was a fake to Connor McCasio. And the quarterback pulled it down, unable to get any yards. It's going to be 3rd and more than 10.
Looks like the Eagles are going backwards on this series.
Well, now the Sharks are thinking if we can get the ball back, we can do some damage. Where the Eagles are thinking, we got to pick up this first down. But Cortman is in the gun right now. 4 wide. Uh-oh. There's a timeout called. It looks like there's a little miscommunication.
Timeout.
Let's check out our regional scoreboard from the McMurdo Family Vision. Well, make sure you guys stay with us during halftime as we get to see our senior spotlight, Chase Murray, follow him through his football journey. But it is third and long there, Abe.
Cortman hands off to number 4. He picks up 6 yards, still moving.
Run up the middle for the
Yeah.
Eagles.
Hey, coaches will do this because if you get 4 wide, they got to spread the defense out, which opens up running lanes for the very talented running back. And that's what they do here. They don't even show a pass. They just get him going. And now it's 4th and manageable. 4th and 3.
4th and 3. You know, each time they put the ball in number 4's hand, he's been having positive yards. And that's Connor McCasio. We've called his name multiple times tonight, and he's the one who scattered down the field for that Eagles lone touchdown. They gave it to him. He took a little step and was able to catch his footing and picked up another first down for the Eagles.
He almost slipped right at the handoff. You're going to check this out, right? He did quick little jab, and then he cuts north-south and be able to get his balance like that and pick up the first down. It's a big-time play. And now they are in the red zone here with 2 minutes and 48 seconds ticking.
Cortman gets the ball.
Quick screen to Davis. Sniffed out pretty quick by the defense of the Sharks.
It looked like number 12 again that caught the ball.
Second down.
So it's going to bring up second down and 9 for the Eagles as they're knocking on the door. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Eagles leading 7-6. 4 wides. Quick handoff to number 4 once again. He's finally met by a host of Sharks Looked like he might have picked up 1 yard on that.
Yeah, a lot of them. Jacorian Owens was one of those fellas assisting on that tackle. Number 22, who looked like Caden Burton, was on the defensive end, kind of blitzing pre-snap, and forced Connor to turn it north and south earlier than he anticipated. But it'll be 3rd and long, like you mentioned.
Twins to the left, single receiver to the right.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout by the Eagles. Let's see a message from some of our sponsors. All right, Dave, we've got 1:15 left to go. You're on the 19-yard line. It's 3rd down. The Sharks were late to line up, but quick to tackle. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It looked like Ocasio might have picked up a yard on that play. Clock still running. And they're going to attempt for a field goal from back here.
Maldonado has hit these, and he's perfect on the year. He has the leg. But before they do, Nature Coast would like to take a break, and so do we.
What's this, 35-yard field goal? From 25. Well, it'll be at the 25. Yeah. If they don't get pressure.
All right, we're back. Abe and I are trying to figure out our math real quick. Looks like a 35-yard field goal.
You know, this is again a game of trenches, and like I say, he going for a field goal, and the Sharks' defense in the trenches have been very good. So, you know, is this a big-time special team play right here before half? Can this be the momentum shift? Can this change the game?
Looks like Grant Lanning's going to come in off the side there. I'm not sure if it was tipped or just missed, but it is no points and 37 seconds to go. And you and I have seen Jackson Hoyt's arm. He can throw it deep. But does Coach Kaz just take a knee and go into halftime, or does he sling it deep?
Listen, you got 37 seconds remaining in this half.
This
you know what? I would go ahead and line my guys up 4 wides, do some switch routes, tell them put it in the air. See what I can get.
Let's see what they do. Looks like they are going to run a play because they're looking at their wristbands. And they're in a prevent defense with a deep safety. Looks like single coverage, though, on the other side.
I'll hand it to Cromer right now. Let him get us some yards up the field.
Well, Jackson Hoyt didn't like what he saw. Did a smart decision to pull it down and run. You're going to see on the instant replay here, he wants to. Clint Higgins ran the blitz, but was picked up. Did not get out of bounds. Tackled by number 5, Jaden James. Big-time tackle for a big-time linebacker. We talked about him before the game here. Having a great season for the junior. 27 seconds.
Well, with the Eagles going into that prevent defense, with it being 2nd and 6, I would go ahead and take that knee and take it to the half.
Well, they do have 5 turnovers on the season, and I'm talking about the Eagles' defense. They got 3 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries. So they can play on that side of the ball too. But I'm sure Coach Cass has told him, if you don't like it, don't throw it.
But they're in this pre-vet, and you haven't been passing all night. You haven't established a pass. You just got pressured. Like right now, the best thing to do is just go ahead and take that knee, take it in, talk it over, establish what you want to establish coming back out of half, and then come back.
I think you're right, Abe. I think Coach Cass is going to let that run out the clock, which is going to bring us to our halftime and our senior spotlight, which I can't wait for Will to introduce.
What a first quarter. Oh, my goodness. Springstead 7, Nature Coast 6. Where else could you get a great game like this? Gulf Coast Sports Network. And we're going to send it to Will to take us away for halftime.
Thank you very much, Abe and Dave. Another great half of football here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Springstead takes the lead to halftime, 7-6 over Nature Coast. And what a ball game it's been. We've got some more highlights coming up here at halftime. Coming up after a quick break, we'll come back and start over with our senior spotlight for this evening. 3-time starting center Chase Murray will be the topic of our senior spotlight for the Nature Coast Sharks. And then we're going to kick it back down to Derwin Gray for his impressions on the first half and the keys to a second half victory for both squads, as we've had a tight battle the entire way. You can't ask for anything better on a Friday night football night. 7-6 your score. Springstead over Nature Coast. We'll be back right after this. So we're at halftime here at Nature Coast High School in Brooksville. Thank you again for joining us at GCSN at the Half. I'm Will Wilkie. I'll be bringing you all the highlights and discussions here for our halftime show. We're going to get things started with our senior spotlight tonight, Chase Murray from Nature Coast. Then we'll take a quick break and come back and toss it down to Derwin Gray for his thoughts on the first half and the second half keys to victory before bringing it back up to Abe and Dave in the booth to bring us on home. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this, and then we'll go right to the senior spotlight.
We have the family.
I was running around with my brother at 3 years old when he started playing because he's 2 years older than me. And then when I got to the age of 5, I started playing team sports with football, and I have so many good memories with that, man. Like, we won so many championships. I have so many, like, rings, trophies at my house. I remember my mom being the team mom, throwing us grapes, oranges at halftime. It's just good memories. My dad being the coach, being there every step of the way, it's priceless. The most valuable thing about playing at that young age is being susceptible to information, and my mom and dad, like, giving me lessons, like, never give up, push through adversity. If you're hurt, just push through it. Like, it was very important. I'm very thankful to them, especially my older brother too, teaching me lessons at that young age. And that definitely progressed me to be the man I am today. As much as I love playing football now, when I was younger, my parents also made me play other sports like wrestling, baseball, soccer, and I even did karate for a little bit when I was younger too. But I love wrestling, and I still do. And I feel like they gave me the aggressiveness and technique, athleticism, balance, and so on to help me with my technique now as a center. So now I'm in middle school, I have all this experience under my belt, and I'm ready. And I go out there, and it's a little nerve-wracking because, the kids are bigger. 2 years is a lot. And I'm just ready to get pinned. I was excited, a little nervous, but I was ready to start my middle school career. As a sixth grader, I was kind of a tweener. I played mostly fifth quarter, which is after the fourth. It's kind of like the JV, and I also switched to varsity for some plays if the center messed up a snap or someone gets hurt. And that was a really great experience as a sixth grader, and I'm really thankful for Coach Barrett for allowing me to do that. And in seventh grade, I was full-time varsity, and I played center and nose guard, and I feel like playing varsity for that season really allowed me to perfect my craft for eighth grade. So my eighth grade year, I'm one of the older guys now, top dog, and it was just really exciting to be one of the older guys on the team now because I've always been used to being the younger guy. So now I'm the captain, I can throw around orders, be the leader, and all my friends around me, I've been playing since I was 5, like Christian Cromer, and he's one of my leaders now too, like he's right next to me. It's just really exciting to play games with all my buddies and teach the younger kids and leave the program better than how it was when I entered. The last game was very emotional because I've been at Challenger for 9 years, kindergarten through 8th, and all my friends are going to branch off to different high schools, and just that feeling, that realization is I'm growing up. It was very sad but also inspiring because I'm growing up and I need to mature for high school. So after the emotional pass of that last game, I'm now into my freshman year of high school, and the first summer practice, I walk into the weight room, I see these big kids lifting all this weight, and I think in my head, am I going to be able to do that one day? How am I going to go against these kids? And it was just a mental block I'm pretty sure all freshmen have to go through, and it's kind of like the rite of passage. But I was up for the challenge, and I worked my butt off my freshman year in the weight room, dieting, I was working very hard. And that hard work paid off because I started on JV, but I also got plays on varsity. And I remember in the playoffs, I subbed in for our center, and it was a direct snap to the back, and we scored. So that was a really good memory that I have.
So Chase, man, he's another one. He's a quiet one. He's a guy that also leads by example. His weight room work ethic is unbelievable, and that's what really stands out about him, and that's what makes him a great football player because he can anchor down and just dig people out because he's so powerful, and that's upper body and lower body. His squat numbers, his power clean, his bench, they're all up there. So just seeing that and seeing that power and the potential there, and just getting to know him. He's a quiet kid, but very respectful. He's definitely a team player. And I was a center. I started out as a center myself, so I love my big boys. I've always been a hog. So we got that connection going right away. But he's just everything you want out of an offensive lineman, and that's why he's the best in this area at what he does.
So I had a lot of momentum going from my freshman to sophomore year, and I feel like my breakout year was my junior year because that's when I got super strong. My strength went through the roof. My skills were toned, and I was really coming into my own. Not only did I play football, I also wrestled and weightlifted, and I feel like I've definitely made big jumps in progress
in my talent in those two sports, and I have my sights set on states this year in wrestling. It's one of my big goals this year.
We're big on multiple sport athletes. Really, the more multiple sport athletes you have in your football program, I think the more well-rounded you are. We push it. Football season. Once that wraps up, you need to jump into the next thing, and then once that ends, there should be something in the spring too. So we push it hard. And Chase is one of those guys. He's a two-sport athlete because wrestling's his other big thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure if he wanted to do weightlifting and then go out to track and throw, he would excel in those too because he's such a powerful guy. But once wrestling ends, he's back in football mode. But he's a guy, he doesn't leave the weight room anyway, so he's always getting bigger and stronger. So it's great and it benefits him, and that's why he's successful in these two sports. But with Lyman, the correlation between football and wrestling is huge, man, because it's all about hands, leverage, staying low and things like that. So, anytime you got an offensive lineman who has potential and, they don't really know what their other sport is, they need to be wrestling. And that's what Chase is good at. That's what he excels at. And I think he's poised to have a huge year in both sports.
My senior season now, and I'm back to the top dog just like in 8th grade. And being a leader in Intracoast is really an honor because all the little kids look up to you. They're puppies. You're the top dog. And they're heavily influenced. So running around the field, no walking, no talking back to coaches, obviously. They will follow you in that order, just like I did when I was a freshman. So it's really important to lead them to the right way. And for me, my personal goals this year is to get a lot of great film for college recruitment and guide my team to winning another district championship. And I feel like for team goals is have a winning season and do the best as we can because this is our last year as seniors. It's very important to us.
Chase's role as a leader is, clear and defined as the center on the offensive line. I mean, anytime you can have your center being one of your veteran guys who's a leader, your offensive line should be pretty good because they're going to follow his lead. And we have kind of a mixed bag. We got a kid who moved in from Texas at left guard, and Manny Cardoza. He's another really strong kid, doesn't miss anything. He's there at every practice, every workout. So he's kind of become like an extension of Chase, which is great. Our other guard is Michael Hill Williams. He's a returner also, so the expectations there are high. The right tackle is Devontae Waddy, also a senior, and he's a very athletic offensive tackle, so he can do a lot of things for us. And then on the other side, we got a kid who's going to be a sophomore, who's really gone under Chase's wing, and we're seeing the benefit of that already. He stays after and gets extra workouts in, and he's just getting stronger by the day just from being around Chase and staying in the weight room with him. So that's great. So you got 4 seniors and a sophomore, so it's an interesting way our offensive line is kind of gelled. And then we got a group of sophomores coming up that are going to be really good too. We got they call him we got a little Chase Jr. that's coming up and a few other guys that have a lot of potential. So we got good depth when you look at it that way. But the way that Chase models the game for those guys is huge, and that has me hopeful that next year we're going to have a successful year this year, but next year I don't think we'll miss a beat once those guys come up because they've had that example set in front of them for so long.
Not only was I focused on football, I was very, very focused on academics. I took it very seriously. And I've always been on the principal's list, always been an honor student. And it's very important because in college, not only do I want to play sports, obviously, I want to get an education to set me up for the future and have a good paying job.
Chase is a fantastic student. Another one, like I've said earlier, he's quiet, so the teachers love that. They don't want those headaches in class, and he certainly isn't one. But he does a great job. He's got his high GPA, he's got his test scores knocked out, and that's going to open doors for him. So that's why he has some great programs at all different levels looking at him right now. And wherever he goes, he's going to be an asset. I know he's going to get his education and have the whole world open to him after that because of the type of person that he is.
The road of the athlete is very hard, and I just want to take a second to thank everyone that's led me down the right path. Like, I want to thank God for putting the strength in my body, putting the right people in the right places, and just taking care of me, protecting me on the field. I'd love to thank my family for everything. My dad, been there since day one, literally. So was my mom, being the team mom, working out when I was a little kid at the field, just taking time and effort. And I want to thank my older brother, too, for teaching me the lessons, my middle school coaches, my teachers, my high school coaches. I can't thank them enough. I just can't believe I'm already a senior. And I fully believe in my heart, whatever comes to me in my future, I'm ready to tackle it and be the best man I can be.
Again, that was our senior spotlight, Chase Murray. We'd like to thank him as well as Coach Robert Casimir and Athletic Director Dan Garofano. We'll have him on for the next Nature Coast home game. We'd like to thank them all for taking their time and completing the senior spotlight for us. Great young man, a great family. We will have Chase Murray's interview up as a standalone later on this evening. So just go ahead to our channel and look under special events. You'll also find our past senior spotlights from multiple years, as well as for this year, we've also had Leandre Wright and John Capel III. Great young men all the way around. You don't want to miss that. But for now, to conclude our halftime show for here at GCSN at the half, let's toss it down to D. Gray for his thoughts on the first half and the keys to second half victory. D, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Will. Man, where do I start at, man? Back and forth half so far between both teams. But are we surprised? We knew this was going to happen. It's a rivalry game. Teams are both eager to get out there, man. We knew it since the way I saw them warm up. I knew it was going to be a good game. Man, the defensive line is swarming for Springstead. Nature Coast came out the first quarter, man. I'm talking about blazing, and ran the ball every single play with the Navy commit. And I was excited. I thought we were going to do it all half, but they kind of got away from it a little bit. And then they started to struggle a little bit towards the second tail end of before the half ended. They started making little mistakes and things like that, but they started to find themselves a little bit as well. So the defense made big stands for them. But Springstead, oh my gosh, where do we start with those guys? Those guys have really caught fire towards the end of the half, man, with their skilled players running up and down the field, making big plays. They have some shifty backs. Tyree Davis is making a lot of plays from the quarterback, receiver spot. He's been all over the place. So, man, I'm excited to see these guys come out second half and turn up a notch from both teams. It's been a great game so far, and I'm excited to see the second half. Back to you, Will.
Thank you very much, Steve, for that halftime report. Great job, as always. We thank Derwin Gray for giving us the pregame and the halftime breakdowns here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We're about 3 minutes away from the end of halftime and the start of this third quarter, an exciting 7-6 ball game. The Eagles up over the Sharks of Nature Coast. But for now, we're going to toss it back up to the booth for Abe and Dave to take us home. Take it away, boys.
Thanks, Will. We appreciate that. Man, what some energy we have over here. Just checking out the halftime, checking out the student body, the music, the energy, and now the players are coming back out, getting ready to attack this second half as they did the first.
Well, you know, Dave, this half is the most important part of football. You know, you have the third and the fourth quarter. This is where the coaches get to go in, talk to their team, make some adjustments, make some corrections, point out the good, the bad, the ugly, and come out with a game plan for the second half. Now, for the Sharks, we've seen where that bulldozing with the direct snap, you know, was working for their offense. They was able to move the ball methodically down the field, and Cromer was the key to that drive and pushing the issue. On the Springstead side, you know, they were trying to find themselves, but it came down to that point you made of the heartbeat of their team, which was number 4, which you see how, you know, he became Macazio, how he became very productive once he was being fed the ball, and then he actually was able to break one for quite some yards.
Yeah, that was a big run.
And put the Eagles on the board, you know, and then they went away from it. So this is, like we said from the very beginning, it's going to be the game of trenches. It's going to be about what's happening in that front line. I believe one of our spotlights was the senior for the Sharks, which is Murray. Murray is going to have to make sure his guys stay composed and continue to drive down the field, you know, to make that offense work if they go back into that bulldozer set. Because that seems to be what was working for them at the beginning.
And that bulldozer is almost like a no huddle. I mean, they just line up and they go, and that could be gassing for the offense and the defense. And I think energy in the second half, stamina in the second half is going to be an issue because you got to remember Springstead just played on Monday. Nature Coast has several players going both ways, so it's going to come down to who wants it. Good old-fashioned football.
You know, and these are the games we look for. We don't look for those blowout games to where the game score is 54-0 or something like that. We have a rivalry going on right now. It is 7-6. This is anybody's game. This is Friday night, Spring Hill. Where else would you want to be with Gulf Coast Sports Network? Subscribe, send us a like, let us know how our field crew is doing to get you that Care One instant replay. Let these guys know, they're doing it for you.
Yeah, this is amazing, and so many people are here. This community is great. We got great sponsors with our PDQ trivia question about to kick off here in just a minute. Just a quick friendly reminder to win the trivia contest. All you gotta do is answer in our chat room. The first correct answer, we will contact you, and then we'll answer it for the rest of the viewers. I can't wait to see what that trivia question is.
Now, do they have to be subscribed in order to do that, Dave?
Yeah, you have to be. You definitely have to be a subscriber, which doesn't cost anything.
It's free.
Free. It's free.
So we're giving away free things. Free to subscribe.
Free to subscribe and
25% off PDQ.
Thankfully, all night long.
And that goes up to the game end, correct?
Till they close.
Oh, till they close. Okay.
Just here in Brooksville only. But yeah, absolutely. What a great thing. And then we got Glory Days Player of the Game coming up.
And what do they receive?
They get food from Glory Days. They get a T-shirt from GCSN Sports Network. I mean, and they get the recognition. I mean, right now we got some people fighting for that. We got 2 touchdowns on the board, but it could come down to interceptions. It could come down to turnovers. It could come down to tackles. It could come down to anything.
Right. But once again, we would like to thank you for tuning in to Gulf Coast Sports Network. You get to pop your own popcorn, sit on the couch, relax, and watch your family member play.
We got some college athletes on this field as well. I mean, we got some commitments to the University of Florida for baseball. We got commitments to Navy for football. We have some underclassmen who are getting looked at. I mean, this is high quality football.
Listen, we have the stands packed on both sides. We have the neon on the Shark side. We have the all red over there on Spring Hill side. The cheerleaders on both sides are giving it their all, and we got the players right here ready to kick off this second half of football. Ball is up.
Oh, they got the Speedy back there.
Look like Davis has it. Finds a seam. And he's met by a host of Sharks. Nice run by the Eagles on the return. So let's see how the Eagles come out.
All right, the trivia question is up. The first one to make the correct answer will be our winner. Which former Nature Coast running back was on the 2020 San Francisco 49er Super Bowl team? Who was it?
Oh, we can't answer that, can we? We have to wait till somebody answer.
You know the answer?
Oh, I know the answer.
Oh, I know the answer. All right. Springstead gets the answer first in the second half.
Springstead come out with the 4 wide set. Quick handoff to number 4. Still moving his feet. Pick up about 5 yards on the carry. That's going to be Macazio.
Yeah, he ran through an R tackle right there at the line of scrimmage. Mr. Orta just slipped right off. But a strong run on first down.
About 5 or 6 yards on that play.
Look like he's bring up 2nd and 4 for the Eagles. They're still in that 4 wide set. Quick handoff to number 4 again. He was met immediately.
All over that play. Strong run by the running back, number 4.
I believe that was Gio Martinez who came in for quarterback for the Eagles to hand that ball off. But it is 3rd and 3.
And that looked like number 9, Chance Bolin, who was on that tackle for the Sharks. But I call this 3rd down and manageable.
They're still on their side of the 50-yard line, so you'd have to think twice before going for it, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
Nice pass, number 1. He was met. Then he was able to get free and picks up the first down.
Looks like the receiver might have pushed in the back. Let's check out this replay here. Quick throw. Great catch, great run, but right there hit him in the back. And that's going to probably negate that first down. Looks like, yeah, they did get the laundry on the field. They're going to back him up. But that was a great catch by Derek Chirella. Derek Chirella on the catch, and the extra effort would have been a first down if it wasn't for the penalty. You saw the Shark tackling. He forgot to bring his arms. You know, you really want to wrap up on those tackles, especially against great athletes.
Looks like the Eagles going to a trips right, single receiver to the left, shotgun formation. Again, hand off to number 4. He tries to get around the left side, picks up about 2 yards on the carry.
That's going to bring up 4th down and about 10. I would anticipate a pretty good punt here for the Eagles. On this side of the 50. Looks like they are bringing in the punter. Great snap. High punt.
Look like it's going to go out of bounds at the 39 yard line.
Yeah, Carlos Rodriguez was hoping to get a chance to return it, but it did not come his way. All right, here we go. PDQ. Which former Nature Coast running back was the 2020 San Francisco 49ers Super Bowl team? That is Matt Breida, the class of 2015. Breida helped the Sharks to a fantastic year that year as well. Appears someone in the chat has won. That's right. It looks like Cyber. Thank you very much. We will be in contact with you. He was not the only answer, but he was the first. Congratulations.
Sharks come back in that Bulldoze pack. Direct snap to Cromer. He picks up about 2.5 yards on that.
And he does a really good job following his blockers, but he saw something that made him want to turn that inside. But before he did, he got tackled by the ankles. But it will be 2nd and 7.
We're going to call this a bulldozer right. Direct snap. Cromer straight up the middle. He pushes forward. Look like he picks up about 6 yards on the carry.
Yeah. That was a great second effort. You know, these aren't fun yards always. You know, you're getting hit by 4 or 5 different people. You're only getting a couple yards at a time. Most people want to see the 60-yard runs and the 50-yard runs, and you know, this is power football right here, and it's just as important.
This is man-on-man in the trenches battle right here. As he bulldozes his way through, he picks up a first down for the Sharks. Takes the ball to the 38-yard line.
Hey, check out this Care One replay. He's going to catch us, and like I said before, he's 6 foot something, 240 something pounds. But watch how skinny he gets right here. In contact, 2 hands on the ball, gets skinny, runs behind his pads, and he picks up the big first down. We got some blitzing coming. Looks like Connor Riggins came in to relieve Cromer.
Great sportsmanship out there on both sides, I see.
Now, what the Sharks have been able to do in games, in the first 2 games, they've been able to run Cromer pretty much the first half, the third quarter, and by the fourth quarter, the defense on the other side of the ball is tired. They're tired of tackling the big fella. we're going to see if that happens tonight.
The Sharks are running behind their tackles. I mean, they have some nice sized linemen for the Sharks. And like I say, this game right now is being fought in the trenches. Pound for pound. That's how I'm gonna take it right now. Pound for pound in them trenches right now.
They got some big offensive linemen. You know, we've seen Bryce Duvall in there, Chase Murray, who we talked about more than once tonight. But the big fella's back in, right up the gut. He's gonna bring up fourth down, Abe. Oh, we got some contact. We got a referee down. Got a referee down. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, hopefully he's okay.
You know, in football, the referee is part of the field. And in them trenches, there's some big boys coming through there. So he got to make sure his footing is good and active to get out of the way.
A lot of them will wear black cleats to move around out there, because that field does get slippery.
Now here's the ultimate challenge. Even with our player spotlight of the night, Chase Murray, he got to do a direct snap, and he got to make sure he keeps that line bulldozing forward to stay with them once he makes that snap. And once again, he bulldozed straight through for another first down, but his flag's on the field.
There is a little laundry on the turf. Let's see what they got. An illegal shift. That means somebody moved a little bit before. So that's going to back him up 5, a big 5. It looks like Coach Kaz is going to punt this.
So we can say penalties hurt this drive. I believe the Sharks had 2 penalties on this that was able to affect their drive, and now they have to punt the ball away.
And now it looks like the Eagles normally have two players back to receive. They're only going to have 1. But it is a high kick.
Nice high kick with a nice bounce. It picks it up.
Great heads-up play by the Eagles. Nobody was there for the Sharks. And that's going to be picked up. Is that number 27 for the Eagles? Dalton Williams, the talented linebacker, opportunistic, man. He's going to block, and then he ends up fielding the punt and getting some yards, and looks like it's going to be first down for the Eagles.
But Cassius Williams for the Sharks made a nice tackle, because had he not made that tackle, that Eagle would have been going all the way down and soaring his wings.
He was already on the sideline. Not many people left to get him. So big tackle there for Williams.
Hey, I'm getting a frozen.
Looks like we got Tyree coming in.
When you get a chance, I know you're watching.
At quarterback.
Put your antennas on the transmitter straight up and down. I think that'll help.
David keeps it to the left side, trying to find a lane. Picks up about a yard as he was trying to find a lane to cut to make a nice run.
You can see the speed. I mean, he had a couple different options, but the Sharks string this all the way out near the sideline. Look, he wants it there, and he's going to go out, makes 2 people miss, but the third person comes in and finishes him off.
And the Sharks played discipline on that, because football is a game of angles. You know, and they were able to angle him and get him to where he had to commit, and they were right there gang tackling. That's what you want, especially at this age in football, gang tackling, wrapping up, not letting anyone bounce off you. Hand off to number 4, and the Sharks are right there.
You know, Connor did a great job holding on to that ball. It looked like the Sharks almost took the handoff. It looks like Christian Cromer in for the tackle for loss. Doing it on offense and defense.
So right now the Sharks defensive line is highlighting the field right now. They're doing a good job with not letting the Eagles establish anything and trying to figure out what they want to do to get this ball downfield. And it brings up 3rd down and 6.
They're going to take a water break, and we're going to join them.
For the past 5 years, I haven't ran because I just believed that my body was on the decline, that the pain that I was experiencing was not tolerable enough for me to go out and run. And the day that he adjusted me, I felt that relief, and I felt like I could actually put on my cleats again.
All right, we're back. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third. We got third and about 8. And it looks like Tyree Davis is going to come back in for the Eagles at quarterback.
Actually, that looked like Davis in the slot.
Is they moving?
He's in the slot. They're back at 4 wides. Handoff to Ocasio, but he was able to get nowhere.
Yeah, you're right. That's Gio Martinez at quarterback. So this is they've had 3 different people at quarterback for the Eagles tonight. But it will bring up fourth down, Abe, and it looks like the punter's coming in. That looks like Maldonado again.
Look like Carlos Rodriguez is back deep for the Sharks.
He's okay. He's showing the sideline, which is where the
ball snapped is over his head.
He's gonna try to
He
kick
still
it
was
anyway.
able to kick it. He still was able to get it. Number 3 has it.
Oh boy!
He's trying to go around the outside, and he's met by number 22.
Uh-oh. That was fantastic play by the punter, but there's going to be a penalty. We got some extracurricular activity involved with the punter, but great field by Carlos trying to get outside. But we had a little push once they got up. Jackson Nichols on that tackle. But it might be more than one penalty, because I see more than one flag, and I got them in 2 different spots. But the White Hats are doing a great job of organizing this. But when there's rivalries, sometimes there's tempers.
But you have to keep it in check.
You have
because
to.
with it being a game 7-6, small things like that can give momentum to another team, and it can drive them down the field.
And 15 yards is not necessarily a small thing, Abe. I mean, that's a big deal. And if you get 2 of those, you're out of the game. But the crowd is getting fired up right now.
Look like the student section having fun.
All right. It's going to be first. First at 10. They just backed them up.
Sharks look like they're going to come out with trips to the right, single receiver. Shotgun formation with Cromer in the back.
4 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third quarter.
Passes up. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, it looked like he lost his footing. Jacorian Owens was the intended target. Just lost his footing on that. But it will be 2nd and 10, Abe.
On what? Oh no. Try turning it off and turning it back on.
All right, here we go. Hoyt unleashed that arm last round.
Hoyt keeps it as he go around the right side. Tries to turn the corner, but the Eagles swarm, brought him down. He might have got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Tyree Davis playing both sides of the ball tonight, making big plays. Is in on that.
Look like it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Sharks.
Looks like Jonathan Edney hustling in for a substitution. And I believe they're going to have to call a timeout for the Sharks so they can get on the right page. This is definitely a down. You won to be on the right page. Why don't we take a peek at our regional scoreboard from the McMurdo Family Vision? All right, Abe, we got 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go. A very important 3rd down if you're a Shark, but it's also important if you're an Eagle because they want the ball back with this 1-point lead that they have in this 3rd quarter. But the Sharks need a 1st down if they want to continue moving the chains.
Hoyt drops back. Quarterback keeps up the middle of the field. He gets the 1st down. He to the 47-yard line.
You know, Abe, that looked like a design draw to me because he dropped back as soon as his foot hit that 3rd step in his drop. He just accelerated right up the middle. Huge play for the Sharks.
Okay, thanks.
But it looks like they're going back to the bulldozer formation on this 1st down, which now we're subbing over there. They got an extra guy on the field, but I don't believe they're going to get it called. It'll be 2nd down.
Actually, you have one.
I'm going to have to give some good sportsmanship to the Nature Coast Sharks line because it's been multiple pancakes, and then they're helping these guys up.
Yeah, that's a great offensive lineman. Well, they'll knock you down and help you back up. But it's 2nd down.
And that bulldozer effect again. Cromer trying to find a way. Looks like you get about 5 yards on a carry.
A little more patient running there. Usually in Dozer, he just kind of goes up the middle and hoping to get 3+ yards. There he was kind of checking things out and then accelerating. But it's still 3rd and just a couple.
Direct snap to Cromer. He picks up the 1st down. He's still moving. He gets to the 35-yard line.
PJ Class on the shoestring tackle where Cromer is gone to the races.
2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. And the Sharks may have found their rhythm as their offense is starting to drive the ball down the field and move the chains.
They are going to bring Connor Riggins in and give Cromer a quick blow on this 1st down. He's trying to get outside. Yeah. I'm telling you, Derek Charella has been playing a great game out there for the Eagles and is able to not allow Riggins to get to the outside, but I did see some referees talking. Looks like a flag on the play. Coach Garofano just said, go ahead and back him up. Let him have 1st down all over again on the holding call. Holding's not always committed by the offensive linemen these days. A lot of times the lead backs can get their hands out. But it will be a 1st down all over again.
1st and 20.
Oh, that's a little further than usual. But 1:52 to go in this 3rd quarter.
Key, we do have a single key up here. Single key.
Trips formation. We have seen, they're motioning. Defense is reacting. Oh. Pass intended for Edney. I don't believe if he would have caught it, he still would have been down because the knee was on the ground. But they had the numbers, Abe. They had 3 guys against two defensive players. But those defensive players have played really well all night. That's Joey. It's the blitz as one of those guys. Now they got a third player coming over. But this is also a good time to hand it to Cromer because you've got some of their players away.
The Eagles were quickly able to get over there and make that tackle on that play. That was number 5, Jaden Jameis.
We've called his name all night, but this is just looked like Edney was going to block for him and then turned around and caught the pass, but unable to get too many yards. It's going to be third in a while.
With 1 minute, 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter, we still have Eagles leading 7, your Nature Coast Sharks 6. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, I know.
Hoyt rolls to the right.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Higgins
throws
on the
the
pressure.
dart.
Higgins on the pressure.
A single incomplete pass.
Looks like Grant Lanning on the attempted reception. He's begging for a replay, but I don't think they do that at this level, Abe. So it's going to bring up fourth and a punting situation for the Sharks. This time, the Eagles will send 2 returnmen back.
Looks like Dalton Williams, number 27, is back, and number 12.
Another good bounce for the Eagles. I believe number 12 is Jaden Skipper. I believe it to be. Skipper is also one of those transfers that we spoke about at the beginning of the broadcast. But it will be first down for the Eagles, deep into their own territory.
33 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
A 1-point ball game, Abe.
It's still anybody's game. Anything could turn this game. An interception, a fumble, anything right now could turn this game. And this is where they're really going to have to keep their emotions in check, especially going into the fourth quarter.
33 seconds left in the third quarter.
Oh, the referee got in the way there.
Bacazio again, still moving, still on his feet.
Yeah.
And the referee is still down.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't have pads and a helmet, and he got in there. But let's check out this instant replay from Care One. Looks like they had his foot, but I couldn't tell if his knee was down as they continued to run. But you play to the whistle, and that's just how life goes in the game of football. But they are going to take a few minutes to tend to the referee here. And we, too, will take a few minutes.
for the Eagles.
The referee is okay, and it is first down.
Handoff up the middle for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think the Springstead is going to continue to run Connor. He's shown him in the first half that he deserved every carry he got, and he has been a problem for the Sharks. Even though he got 2 yards there, it's not the 2 yards, it's the 2 yard setup, the big play, which he's had several. Almost had one the play before, but they did call him down.
Well, Dave, we're in the fourth quarter.
Make sure you guys stick around with us, because at the conclusion of this game, we will announce our Glory Days player of the game. And we have several players fighting for that Glory Days gift card and the GCSN t-shirt. It could be anybody's game. It's going to come down to this quarter, this moment, and it's a 1-point ball game entering the fourth quarter. Big thank you to Glory Days for always sponsoring this award for us. We appreciate you guys.
Quick handoff to Casio. He's trying to drive. Flags on the play.
Some defenders.
They do have some flags and some whistles, some extra whistles.
We do have a flag on the field.
It's gonna back up the Eagles here.
Shift.
And I see Chase Murray is in on the defense now, so he's going from offense and defense, playing both sides.
Yeah, he's a handful out there on the D line as well. But it's going to bring up second down and about 13. A late communication by the Eagles as they are changing some wide receivers around.
Quick handoff to number 4. He's around the right side.
Looks like
Still goes his feet. Picks up about 8 yards on the carry.
Yeah, he ran into his own man on that one, but that's how you have to stay in bounds. Care one instant replay right here. Gio's just gonna hand it to him, and he's just gonna bring it all the way to the sideline. Strong run. Strong run by Macasio. But it's gonna be third and a little bit. We'll call it 2. It's a big down for both teams. Big down. They got a lot of movement going around.
Looked like the Eagles are going to call a timeout.
Yeah, they had some people that were jumping around, maybe not sure where they were going to be.
Springstead.
So that's a very important down, as we mentioned. So taking a quick timeout, I think we're going to check out our local scoreboard from the McMurdo Family Vision Care.
Third down.
All right. Looks like the Eagles are organized. Big down here, Abe.
3rd and 2. Hand off to number 4. He finds a seam, breaks away, spins away. He's down the sideline. He's turning on his wheels, and he's bodily brought down around the 30-yard line.
A very important run for the Eagles. He's just going to take this right up the middle, and this spin move sets him free right there. That spin move sets him free right down the sideline. Do you see an extra burst right here? And he is tackled out of bounds. Big first down for the Eagles. $10 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the ball game.
Shotgun formation. Hand off to number 4. He finds a lane. He's still on his feet. He is fighting hard to get each and every yard that he's picking up. And he picked up another first down for the Eagles.
It seems like Connor runs better the more he gets the ball. I mean, you're going to see what I call a three-legged run, where you stick your hand down to keep your body alive right there. Just keeps his balance. Gets an extra 5 yards out of that, Abe.
This starting to turn into the Macazio and the Cromer show. Who will be the last man standing? Because both of these guys are trying to take their team to the limit. So it is nice watching how the Sharks use that bulldoze with direct snap to Cromer, and then they're giving the ball to Macazio, and Macazio is turning those corners and finding those seams and showing us his speed.
Yeah, and what I look for is eventually they're going to pull that ball from Macazio's belly and try to get out the opposite side. And if they can get out of contain, usually that's a Tyree Davis move because he's got some wheels. But the Sharks have done a great job of containing that this far in the game.
Well, this is where the Sharks defense is going to have to stand tall because it's 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. This is a rival game. You got the seniors on the field giving it their all, going both ways. And right now, the Eagles have the momentum.
Well, the Eagles are jogging to the line of scrimmage where the Sharks are trotting. But number 4 should take you to the ball here, so let's see what's going on.
Ball handed off to number 3, PJ Glass, and he goes in the end zone.
Yeah, he's a big running back, and he just went straight up the middle. You know, he check this replay out. Completely different runner than Connor, but just as effective with one quick jab there. He got north and south, found himself in the end zone. And so now they're up by 7 already. They make this extra point, and it's 8. You can go for 2 if you're a Shark, so the game's not over. There's still plenty of time and plenty of opportunity. And
the extra point is good.
It looked like that kick was almost blocked.
So what just happened is the Eagles did a little fine-tuning. They realized, you mentioned it now, so you called it, and you said they were trotting on the field, and the Eagles were running on the field. So you said the Sharks were trotting on the field. So now, if you have a coach that sees something like that, and he has a fresh leg player over there on his side, who do you think he's going to use?
And PJ is fresh and apparently effective too. That was a great touchdown run.
And one part about that run is he hasn't touched the ball much tonight. So that means when he got that opportunity, he utilized that to shine, and you see what the results was, straight down the field in the end zone.
Now it's the Sharks' turn to respond or not to respond. But I believe they're going to kick it deep. I believe they're going to give Cassius and Rodriguez an opportunity here. We've had an onside, we've had a pooch, and now I expect a deep. Nope, pooch again. Looks like a fair catch. Fair catch was called, and he did catch it. So that'll be a first down.
So it's 10 minutes remaining in this game, and this is anybody's ball game. This game has not been decided. We're not in the game that is 35-0 or anything like that. It's only 14-6. Anything can happen.
Well, you said at the beginning of the game that you thought this might be one of the best games we had on slate this whole year. And it hasn't let us down. And there's still 10 minutes to go.
And this is county bragging rights right here. This is county bragging rights. Bulldozer formation, they give it to Cromer.
Well, and we spoke earlier, when it gets to the fourth quarter, he has already worn down the defense. So now it's for the fourth quarter. Are they wore down? He got 5 yards on his first carry. Coach Giafano has rotated several of his defensive linemen in, but he has left his linebackers in there the whole game because they are effective ball players.
So we got 2nd and 6. Bulldoze formation. Direct snap to Cromer. He throws a pass. Oh, in and out of the hands.
That's Aiden Sepsis that almost caught it, but that's the play they threw the interception on at the beginning of the second quarter. But check this replay out from Care 1. Cromer thinks he's going to get it, and he says, I'm just going to throw it. Cromer's got a really good arm. A lot of people don't know that this guy can throw and catch, but he throws it there, and Mr. Sepsis will try again another down. But it is 3rd and 5. Cromer, very physical running back. Doesn't shy away from contact. And it looks like they're spotting him.
Looks like he picks up the first down.
Yeah.
He's not trying to dance left and right. He's coming straight forward.
But look, they are all ready to go. They're waiting on the chain gang to get set up. And they're ready to snap the ball.
Direct snap right.
There we
go.
Big tackle for Springstead. Game-saving tackle. I believe that was Skipper.
I told you this, the Cromer and Macazio.
Yeah, right there. Direct snap. Goes through the congestion, accelerates, and then he wants to just stiff arm this guy. But he went low where he should have been, and our field crew is right there.
Another direct snap.
That's
and
these
linemen in these trenches are moving that line, and they're giving their running backs enough room to just follow behind their blocks and just move it straight downfield.
It's a mindset for the offensive lineman. You have to know that you're moving people on this down, or we're not doing anything. And you got to accept that challenge.
Again, he's pushing his way through.
Yeah, that's Riggins again, really going right through there, running hard. Riggins is not 245 pounds. He's 160 pounds, but he hit the hole as hard as he could.
Bring up 1st and goal. Remember, this game is far from over.
Jackson Hoyt coming in. Jackson Hoyt, the running back. Or the quarterback, I apologize. Coming in, Dozer.
Direct snap. Look like he's at the 2-yard line.
Now
Bring you up second and goal for the Sharks.
Obviously, you got to get in first, but you got to start thinking about that 2-point conversion play.
Well, I see Cromer coming back on the field. And if I was a betting man, a gambling man, which I'm not, I would go in that bulldoze formation.
And get 2
yards. And once again, and give it to him. He's fighting.
Nope.
He picks up a yard on that play. But Cromer is that type player that you would give it to him one more time to let him punch it in, because he's the type of kid that smells that end zone and loves to punch it in.
He has 7 on the young season already. Do we hear 8? Looks like yes. Waiting for the signal. There it is.
Dave, I might need to go play the lottery tonight because I saw that coming. And that play has been working. Why not go to what's working? Why change it? I will run it till they stop it.
I think everybody knew, as this instant replay is going to show you, everybody knew who was getting it, where it was going, and stopping it is the problem. But now, a 2-point game, a 2-point conversion.
But see, one thing, this is where I got to give props to the offensive line, the Nature Coast. Because, yes, they're tired, but they are opening this hole for Cromer to get in. And he throws him in. He throws him in. And we got a tie ball game right here in the Shark Tank.
Today. We might get some bonus football today. 14-14. check out the replay. Our cameraman is in the play, man. Check this out. He's there. He's going to get tackled in. Oh, right there. He reaches over and gets it. Wow. We got us a ball game, a 14-14. We got some excited people on both sides of the line.
We already said it's the fourth quarter. This game is far from over. You got the fans are getting riled up now. You got the cheerleaders getting riled up. You got us excited in the up here because this is a game. It's going to come down who wants it more. The trenches again are going to be the win and losing of this game right now. And right now, the Leopards offensive the Sharks offensive line has stepped up and pushed down the field saying they want this game. It's their senior year. They want to go home with a winner.
Well, both offenses have found their stride in this fourth quarter. Like we saw the Eagles march it down. We saw the Sharks take a little conservative approach and move it down a little more clock management. But both teams are getting their go going. Oh, he touched it, so it shouldn't be a flag. So he touched it before it went out of bounds, so there's no flag on that.
That was number 6, Burgos, trying to receive that ball.
Yeah, he was backing up like a shortstop, but not an easy catch. But it'll be first down for the Eagles. What defense comes out? Is it the powerhouse defense we saw the first half, or we got the tired defense that we just saw?
Well, it looked like they're trying to put some fresh legs on defense, to give those guys a break. They got P.J. Glass back in the game. Hand off to number 4, Ocasio. He's pushing. He picks up about a yard. Bring up 2nd and 9 for the Eagles.
We haven't seen much of the ball go through in the air by either team, really. I believe Cortman is their throwing quarterback, so that's why I don't think we're seeing him right now at this moment.
15 has it. Throws it to Davis. Davis picks up a yard, and he's met by some Sharks and brought down after he picked up about 2 yards on the catch.
As soon as I say that, Martinez makes me into a liar with a quick fake and a quick throw. On target. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Eagles. 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. We got a tie ball game right here at the Sharks tank. We got the stands packed on both sides.
You got some of the younger players getting the student body ready to go. We got a timeout call. We, too, will take a timeout for you guys. Wow.
Once again, don't forget, if you got the opportunity, make your way to PDQ on Cortez Boulevard to get your 25% off before they close tonight.
Well, they got a different defense out there right now for the Sharks. They're jumping around. They're excited to play.
Quarterback keeps, and he's immediately brought down.
I believe that was number 9, Chance Boland, who we spoke about at the beginning, on that huge tackle. And that brings up 4th down and a punting situation for the Eagles. Going to bring Carlos Rodriguez back for the return. Maldonado should be the punter again.
That defensive stance by the Sharks can be a difference maker right now.
Following the touchdown.
Ball's away.
Oh.
It's returnable. He had him.
Hey, Rodriguez was not going to field it, but the ball came right to him with a 20-yard bounce. And he scoops it up and gets right here. Check this out. He's like, no, I'll let it. Oh, no, here it is. And then he comes around and gets north-south right there, splits the double team, and gets them the ball on the 35, 37-yard line. Looks like it's 37. Now it's 5 minutes to go. We talked about a little bonus football, but let's find out. Let's play this last 5 minutes out and see what happens. Looks like they're going back to the bulldozer.
This is where both teams got to dig deep. This is who wants it, because guess what? It's anybody game right now. It's 5 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in this ball game. We got the bulldozer formation. It's shotgun to Cromer. Cromer finds a hole. He gets about 2 yards before the Eagles swarm, and he's still moving, and the ref still letting him go.
Yeah, number 1, Derek Chiarella, blitzed off the sideline, jumped on Cromer's back, tugged on the ball. Check this out on the replay right here. Number 1, on the ball, yanking from the arm. And what a big defensive play for the Eagles. But it'll bring up second down. Looks like Coach Kaz is trying to eat a little clock.
Second down and 8. The right snap to Cromer.
The sidearm throw on point.
And it's incomplete.
Well, that was an on-point throw. Looked like attempting to throw it to Grant Lanning. But it will bring up third down, and the clock has stopped.
Once again, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in Gulf Coast Sports Network. We got a great game on here for you tonight. You catching it live and you catching it at home. You might not want to take a restroom break because it is some action that might be missed. Hoyt keeps the ball. He moves to the left side. He's trying to get away. And the Eagles are swarming on that right side of the field.
That's going to bring up fourth down, Abe.
This is where it's going to get close because you got to keep emotions in check. Because any little penalty or personal foul will hurt you right now.
Well, the Eagles are going to send 2 of their best athletes back deep to field this. Looks like Florowski is going to be the punter. They bring the house. Sharks are going to let it bounce.
3 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The Eagles' defense has stood up now. So we had the Sharks' defense stand up, and now we have the Eagles' defense stand up. Now, can the Eagles do something?
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials. Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us.
All right, Abe, 3 minutes and 24 seconds.
They give it to number 3. That's Glass. Pushes up for about 6 yards on the carry. Brings up second down and 5.
Great view of the clock there and the scoreboard as it starts ticking down. Ooh, he looked like he moved a little early. That's a tough penalty after a strong first down. Hey, you just said that. You said these penalties are going to add up, especially in the last 3 minutes of the game.
You got to be disciplined. Sometimes they always say, when you're tired, you can't think. You got to fight through it. This is where those mental mistakes come in that can hurt you at a critical time because you got 2 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in this ball game. You
And
have the offensive
they have a
momentum.
kicker. They have a field goal kicker. They don't have to get a touchdown.
"15 keeps it, finds a little room, but he's met by a host of Sharks. Picks up about 2 yards on the carry.
He wanted to pitch that to Bacazio, but he saw a little bit of daylight and decided to take some. But
It brings up an important third down right here. 2 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in this ball game. Springstead, Nature Coast. The tides is turned. Last year, Springstead beat Nature Coast Sharks 28-0. And here we are in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes remaining. It's tied. He'll give it to number 4. Number 4 gets way. He gets short of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and 1. Decision-making time.
oh boy, 4th down in just a little bit.
And 1 minute and 44 seconds and counting remaining in this ball game.
Now on some of Connor's big runs have come on these short downs. But they're bringing in the big Chase Murray to clog up that middle.
And you see the clock is still going.
They got Cromer and Murray in the middle over the ball.
And the Eagles call timeout. And we're at that point too. I told you from the beginning, it's all about these trenches. Tonight is all about the trenches. And you know what? That is that rivalry with the trenches because remember you said someone on the Eagles used to be on the Sharks O-line.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And they each team knows who they lost from their team and who's on the other squad and that matters. But right now it's 1 yard away because you can't win if you don't pick up the first down. All right. 4th down.
All right, Dave.
The Sharks are.
This is a critical play. Now Glass had fresh legs. I don't see him in. He in there.
Sneak. Nope. Right up the middle.
Number 4, Bacazio got it. He by the outside. He's on the 10, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Eagles. 1 minute remaining in the ball game.
Run for the Eagles, and we just mentioned what happened on some of his longest runs were on the short yardage, the 4th and shorts. But check out the replay. He has to get through this big mess right here. And he does. He does. Big play, 20-14. Now this is where we get to see the Jackson Hoyt arm show.
We have a game for you tonight. And it's good.
He's 9 for 9 on the season.
Makes that 21-14. The Sharks got 1 minute, 6 seconds remaining. Right now, the Sharks need to still have their head up because they still have a chance.
We still have a minute.
They can tie this ball game up. They still have a chance, but they're walking like they've been defeated, and the game is not over. And so that's where the coaches got to get into them and get into their head and say, hey, this game is not over. Yes, they scored. Let's go down the field and let's score again.
Yeah, and I just saw Coach Murray put his hands on some of these guys' heads and shoulder pads and said, get fired up. We still got a minute left. As you were explaining that, that's exactly what Coach Murray did. But they've been pooch punting here. Are they going to give these guys deep a chance? All right.
We got 1 minute, 6 seconds remaining. Pooch approach kick.
He's going to return it. And he does.
1 minute and 1 second remaining in this ball game.
1 minute left in the game.
Look like they have a man down for the Eagles.
That'll give Coach Kaz a few more seconds to think about what formation he's going to get.
And once again, make sure you stay tuned for the Glory Days Player of the Game. And Dave, what will they receive?
Those Glory Days, the winner of the Glory Days Player of the Game is going to get some food from Glory Days and a T-shirt from GCSN Sports Network. And we are so thankful to have Glory Days not only sponsor our show, but to be in this community. Last week we talked about how they fed the linemen for free during the hurricane. And, they're going to sponsor a burger bowl and give out $1,000 scholarships to 2 players later in the year. I mean, they do so much. They give bottled water to many of these football programs local for free. And they're just a big sponsor of athletics in Hernando County and surrounding counties at that as well.
So maybe our chat room, I wonder if they can try to guess who will be our player of the game.
Oh, that
throw
would be interesting.
Throw them the ultimate challenge. See if they could guess who we chose for the player of the game.
And there's still a minute left, so anything can happen.
Hoyt's back. Puts the ball in the air. And it all in and out of the hands.
Yeah, that was a great pass by Hoyt. It looked like Jacorian Owens had his hands on it in traffic. And then as he spun out, looks like the ball just squirted through.
Listen, that play didn't take much time. He didn't lose much time off the clock, and the clock stopped. The way he got open, I would go and have him do it again.
Yeah. I mean, that was a 30-yard, 25-30-yard pass attempt. But you can see the Eagles' defense is spread out. They're on islands. Oh, we got a whistle. Usually on the offense for a false start, generally speaking. Let's see what the White Hat says. False start on the offense. It's going to back them up 5 yards.
On the offense.
Penalties in this critical moment with 52 seconds remaining in the ball game. This is where you got to be disciplined, because any little spark, they still have an opportunity. They have the ball last.
Yeah, all the Sharks have to do is get a first down and get the ball close.
Listen, they can go downfield. You can get a pass interference.
Yeah, you don't have to
anything
get 80
can happen
yards on one play.
Hoyt drops back. He puts the ball up in the air. Interception. He's still on his feet. He makes a man miss. He's cutting backfield. He's trying to find the outside, and he lays down on the ground with 32 seconds remaining.
We got some flags going on. The coaching staff's asking for a little pass interference at the numbers, but more flags are coming. Probably some excessive celebration. But let's check out the replay. The ball was underthrown. I believe that's skipper for the Eagles who catches the ball and runs it back across the grain. And it looks like with 32 seconds to go, the Eagles should have the ball and take a knee and end this game. But waiting on Ward before we assume from the White Hat.
Referees discussing, trying to figure out what all transpired during that play.
Well, it looks like they're writing down numbers in that little white book to make sure that this is not their second flagrant. But that's why they keep those books. But they are going to take a few seconds to get this right. But stay around. The Glory Days Player of the Game will soon be announced.
And they're still trying to sort it out on the field. Dave, I must say we have had a a great game. It was a battle in the trenches. We had some highs, some lows, but ultimately we had a great game from both teams.
Absolutely.
Both of them can walk away with their heads held high because this was a very hard-fought game all the way down to the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. I mean, this game did not disappoint. I mean, it was back and forth. You know, Nature Coast was the first to strike. Springstead returned and got the extra point to win it by one the majority of the game. But then we had a late tie game and some fireworks here lately. All right, looks like some offsetting penalties, but they're going to have more than one on the Eagles, so they back them up 15 yards. But it will be first down, and I can anticipate a knee by Mr. Davis, Tyree Davis, going in at quarterback right now. Is that what you would anticipate with a 7-point lead?
I would, and they're going to try to make sure they keep it classy and keep it professional. Yeah. Let them know, hey, they taking a knee.
And in rivalry games, that's important.
As the clock wind down, Dave, it was a great game. We had some high-end runs on both sides. We had the Cromer and the Macazio, but I'm going to send a big shout out to both lines, the Eagles line and the Sharks line, because they did a great job in the trenches, because without them, those runs would not have happened.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send a special shout out to those linemen for handling the trenches tonight.
Well, I appreciate that. Look, if you can see, all these players are hugging and high-fiving one another, and Coach Garofano comes out, and the first person he shake is a transfer student as well. But great game. But I think we have a Glory Days player of the game, and that player is going to be Connor Macazio. 2 long touchdown runs tonight. Helped seal the deal for his team. Picked up some large first downs for the squad, and just an electric player. So, Connor Macazio, congratulations, young man. You are the player of the game, the Glory Days player of the game.
So once again, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to Gulf Coast Sports Network, where Springstead defeated Nature Coast Sharks in the Shark Tank 21-14. And now we're going to send it to Will.
Thank you, Abe and Dave. Another great call on another great ball game. Wow, what a game we had here tonight, as Springstead pulls out the victory 21-14 after a ferocious comeback by the Nature Coast Sharks. Now, it's going to be one heck of a highlight reel. You don't want to miss that on our Twitter and Facebook pages when they go up later on this weekend. Great game by both programs, great coaches, great players. We're really glad that we were able to bring these programs to you live here tonight. Again, our congratulations to our Glory Days player of the game, Connor Macazio. We'll bring home that GCSN t-shirt as well as the gift card from Glory Days. We appreciate their support. And you still got about a half hour to make it over to PDQ and get 25% off your order. We appreciate their support, and, of course, the support of all of our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. For Abe Dowdell, Dave Barrett, Brian Lott, Derwin Gray, and Hillary Lizer on the main cam, I'm Will Wilkie, and we'll see you next time.